What's up guys, Everything Apple Pro here, and I think Apple should really think about firing their security team. It seems like half of the internet today has an iPhone 7 shell, and it's been out in leaks, like many leaks, videos, it's everywhere, and I just can't believe how lax Apple is at their security. I don't know if they allow these leaks to happen, if they just don't care about them, it's extra publicity and all, but man, they're everywhere. I can't even keep up. So I thought, let me do something a little bit more vague. So I want to actually, instead of focusing on the little rumors that happened in just the past few days like I always do, I want to summarize everything. I've been talking about all these little things, and I just wanted to bring it all together into one video to give you guys a good idea of what the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus will be. Will it be worth buying later this year based on my opinion? And just in general, all the features, like every change, every big major change, what's going to happen. All right, so this is everything you need to know about the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. Let's start with the models. It was long rumored there would be three, the 7, 7 Plus, and 7 Pro. Now a new leaker on Twitter is basically saying that it's not going to happen. There will only be two. So he's saying he knows what the code names for these iPhone 7 projects will be, Sonara and Dos Palos. So just having two means there will not be a third model, and he's guessing the iPhone 7 Pro is the one that's not going to happen. So it's going to be iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. But the iPhone 7 Plus will likely still have the dual lens camera, and I'll get into that in a minute, but there will likely be two models of the iPhone 7, the 7 and 7 Plus. Design. This one I'm absolutely certain of, guys. It's been leaked too many times to be a coincidence and been confirmed and confirmed again by many analysts. So what are we looking at? This is the design of the iPhone 7. There will be a raised camera edge, so it'll be beveled into a larger camera on the standard iPhone 7 and a dual lens camera on the iPhone 7 Plus. The antenna bands will wrap around the top and bottom of the phone to give a cleaner appearance, and there will be stereo speakers on the bottom, so that headphone jack will be gone. Not a doubt in my mind, the headphone jack will not come on the iPhone 7. And that's the rear of the phone. The front of the phone will change as well. It'll receive an elongated earpiece, so the proximity sensor and ambient light sensor will go inside of that guy to give a little bit of a cleaner appearance on the front of the phone. Otherwise, it's going to be looking pretty similar. It's just these small little changes that'll differentiate it. Colors. So most recently we learned that there might not even be a new color, but there was a lot of talk that Apple could be including a new color or replacing an older one. So space gray could be replaced with space black. So more of a jet black, darker color on the iPhone 7. It would look really beautiful, but new leaks are suggesting this might not be the case. However, it is likely Apple could replace space gray with a space black, darker black color. A smart connector is rumored to happen on the iPhone 7 Plus. So in many leaks already we've seen it. Those three little dots, they look just like they do on the iPad Pro, and they would open up a world of third-party accessories, possibly even wireless charging. That would be a really great possibility. However, this rumor is on and off. Some keep saying it's going to happen, some say it won't. However, we keep seeing it, so I think it might, but it's not a guarantee on that one. So cameras. Of course, both cameras will be improved, but in different ways. The iPhone 7 will feature a larger sensor, so it'll have larger pixels and probably do better in low light. The megapixel count isn't rumored to go up. The iPhone 7 Plus will feature a dual lens camera with many added benefits, such as optical zoom up to 2 to 3 times extra, better low light capability, better focus even, and allowing you to record multiple streams and qualities of videos at the same time. So say you're recording 4K video and then you want to get a slow motion from that video. Well, the good thing is the phone is recording both at the same time if you set it to that. Just one of the capabilities of the dual lens setup. It's really awesome. Display. So the display resolution, we've heard nothing of that. It might go up, it might stay the same, we don't know. However, there will be improvements in other areas, such as the color gamut. So Apple might actually upgrade the color gamut to P3 spec, such as they did on the new iPad Pro 9.7 inch and that they do on their iMacs already. So it would pretty much be the standard of displays nowadays. It'd be the very best color vividity. It would just look very good. Also, low reflectivity is rumored, and True Tone display technology. So those two new sensors that the iPad Pro got, the iPhone 7 might as well. So it'll adjust your phone display the color temperature to your surroundings. It would basically be a more advanced version of night shift. So speed. The Apple A10 chip, rumored to ship in the iPhone 7, will stay at 14nm construction. It won't be any smaller, but it will have more power. And it's rumored to actually focus a lot on power efficiency. So this plus a larger battery will equal much better battery life, but it will deliver about 20 to 30% improvement in performance. And actually, leaked Geekbench results proved that it's about on par with the iPad Pro 9.7 with the A9X chip. Also, additional EMI shielding, which is electromagnetic interference shielding, will be included on the logic board. And this is because components are getting smaller and smaller. It's easier for them to interfere with each other, and having this shielding will actually help the phone prevent that from happening. Also, 2 gigabytes of RAM on the iPhone 7 is rumored, but the iPhone 7 Pro might get 3 gigabytes as sort of an exclusivity, and just because it's a larger phone, it might need that for the larger display. And battery life. This is one I talked about just very recently, but the battery will be getting bigger, 14% bigger to be exact, from 1715 milliamps to 1960. So this, coupled with more efficient internals, will really mean you will see about 1 to 2 hours of improved battery life, maybe more, maybe less, but just roughly around there, and it will be better battery life. What's not to like? And IP68 water resistance, my personal favorite from all the rumors we've heard. This is the one I would love. So that's about 6.6 feet at 30 minutes, water and dust resistance. Now, if it were to happen, it would only be on the larger 7 Plus. The iPhone 7 wouldn't get this feature, and it just makes sense because Apple's removing the headphone jack. That's just one less area for water to get in, and the iPhone 7 Plus might not even have a volume rocker. So a recent leak basically showed that there was a dummy without that included, but that's not confirmed. It's just a rumor. Apple certainly does have all of the patents for it. They have a patent that expels water from the speaker port, so they do have the capability to make this happen. Not to mention, in iOS 10 Beta 3, they actually activated one of these sensors, a moisture sensor in the lightning port that tells you when you have moisture in your phone. To me, this is a dead giveaway that Apple is moving in that direction where we might be able to actually have water resistance on a future iPhone. And a lot of rumors surrounding the home button. So we might see a capacitive flush home button on the front of the display that would have sort of a 3D touch mimicking feature that would give it a sort of feeling of a physical home button, but it wouldn't be. This is also a major plus when it comes to water resistance. However, it might not happen. It's been rumored on and off, just like the smart connector, that it might happen, might not. So really this one is unconfirmed, but there's a lot of talk about it. So we might be seeing a flush home button that's just touch only on the iPhone 7 or 7 Plus, but that's unconfirmed. And earpods. So in the iPhone 7 box, it's rumored that they might ship with lightning-based earpods. We've seen some leaks on it, but again, this one is unconfirmed. Some analysts are saying there will be an adapter for standard 3.5 headphones. I just think that would really be unclean. Like, that's not Apple-esque. They wouldn't do that on a new release. LTE speeds will be going up as well. Thanks to a partnership with Intel, Apple will be including their latest modem in the iPhone 7, so speeds will go from 300 to 450 megabit download speeds per second. That'd be a welcome change. It's still not up to par to many Android smartphones nowadays. And it's been rumored that the iPhone 7 might have dual SIM card capability. So this is something that we've seen on the OnePlus 3. It's certainly possible nowadays, but would it make sense for Apple to do? Do people really need this in a phone nowadays? I think it'd be cool, but I don't know if it would actually happen. It has been rumored, and there have been leaked components that actually showed this feature. It might actually go into the iPhone 7. And storage. So Apple will be ditching 16 gigabytes in favor of 32 gigabytes on the base storage option. Then we might see a step up to 128 and 256 gigabytes. And the last two, price and release date. So a little bit earlier, prices leaked for the iPhone 7 lineup, and this includes the larger iPhone 7 Pro model with all the cool stuff in it. It's the one that I said might not happen. So I don't know about the legitimacy of this rumor, but the leak basically did say a $1,000 iPhone is coming. So if Apple were to release 3 models of the iPhone 7, the fully loaded 7 Pro would stretch into $1,000 territory. So it'd just be $100 more than the 7 Plus in every storage configuration. So really the price of the regular 7 and 7 Plus should stay the same. If there were a third model, it would be $100 more expensive. Other than that, the release date, as usual, is in September. I'm guessing, and this is a personal guess, September 8th to the 12th is when we're actually going to see the announcement based on history, one of Apple's events, and then we're going to see a release towards the end of September, early October. And guys, there it is. Everything that we currently know about the iPhone 7, 7 Plus, and possibly 7 Pro based on all of the rumors and leaks. So this isn't punctual, this isn't 100%. It's bound to change, and we've already changed so much because the leaks and rumors, they just keep adjusting. And the closer we get, which we're very, very close, they're going to be getting more and more accurate. As you've seen this week, there have just been a tirade of new leaks and shell leaks and all these crazy things. So stay tuned for any more details. But guys, this is basically it. There will be no more surprises. We already know pretty much about 80% what's going to happen with the iPhone 7. A lot of the software stuff, obviously we won't know, and that's up to Apple to surprise us with, but all of the hardware, this is it, guys. Let me know down below in the description what you think, but personally, my opinion, which I said I would give you, is that if you have an iPhone 6s, it is not worth the upgrade to the 7. And that's just based off of what we know right now. I'm sure my mind will change. With a 6 and below, of course, absolutely. But from a 6S Plus to a 7 Plus with the dual lens camera and all the good stuff, I'm absolutely sure it will be worth it. The water resistance for me personally makes it worth going from a 6S Plus to a 7 Plus. But again, this is up to you guys. Basically, we're going to be seeing these major things on the iPhone 7 and these on the iPhone 7 Plus. So I don't think it's worth going from 6S to 7, but from 6S Plus to 7 Plus, I think it is going to be worth it. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Just a summary of everything we know. I'm sure there will be much more to share. Have a great day. Peace.